Hello everyone, welcome to the Crypto Intel channel. Today we'll be conducting a technical analysis of the KASPA coin and discussing the best entry points for today. Before we start the video, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and click the bell icon so you can always stay up to date on what's happening in the market. It takes you literally a second, but for me it's motivation to improve the quality and level of the videos on the channel. We have a lot to discuss, so let's get started right away. The KASPA market is currently entering a phase where pressure on the key level is becoming the dominant factor. This is no longer merely consolidation, but a structure nearing a resolution. The price is holding within the 0.034 to 0.0365 range, but what matters more than the position itself is the nature of the movement. The market is testing the upper boundary more frequently and returning to support less often. The main change recently is a shift in the balance upward. Whereas the price previously moved evenly within the range, it is now settling closer to resistance. This means that liquidity is gradually shifting upward, and sellers are forced to defend the level more frequently. From a technical perspective, a structure is forming. Lows are rising, upward rebounds are accelerating, and the strength of pullbacks is decreasing. This is a classic signal that pressure is building, albeit without a clear impulse. Key levels remain unchanged. Support is located in the 0.034 zone, followed by 0.032 and 0.030. Resistance is located at the 0.0365, 0.038, and 0.040 levels. At the same time, the market has already begun to hold in the upper part of the range, and this changes the probabilities of further movement. Now regarding liquidity, short positions are concentrated above the 0.038 to 0.040 zone. Long liquidity is located below 0.034. Given the current price action, the price is gradually testing the upper boundary, which increases the likelihood of an upward move followed by a liquidity pickup. However, this does not mean an immediate rise. Before a real move, the market often generates false signals. There could be an upward breakout followed by a pullback, or a short-term downward move to absorb liquidity before the rise. Therefore, the key signal remains confirmation after the breakout. Market participants' behavior is also changing. Sellers continue to defend the level, but their reactions are becoming weaker. Pullbacks are less aggressive, there are no strong impulsive sell-offs, and the price quickly rebounds. This indicates a gradual depletion of supply. Buyers, meanwhile, are acting cautiously. They are not creating a sharp impulse, but are gradually increasing pressure. This pattern is characteristic of the accumulation phase before a move. The key factor is the time spent near the resistance level. The longer the price holds near the level, the higher the probability of a breakout. The level gradually weakens, and each new attempt makes it less resilient. A bullish scenario materializes if the price consolidates above the 0.0365 to 0.038 zone. In this case, the path to the 0.040 level opens up. A break of 0.040 could lead to an acceleration of the move towards 0.045 and further to 0.050. Such a move is typically accompanied by rising volume and the liquidation of short positions. A bearish scenario becomes likely if the 0.034 level is lost. In this case, a pullback to 0.032 and then to 0.030 is possible. If selling pressure intensifies, the price could drop to the 0.027 to 0.025 range. This would indicate that the market is not yet ready for an upward move. It is important to consider the behavior within the range. The price is building pressure, but not generating momentum. This indicates that energy is accumulating. Such phases often end with a sharp move, as a significant amount of liquidity has already accumulated within the range. A weak upward structure is forming on lower timeframes, but it has not yet been confirmed by volume. This makes the market vulnerable to false breaks and sharp reversals. Volatility remains low, but this is not a sign of weakness. This is the stage preceding a range expansion. The longer this condition persists, the stronger the subsequent movement will be. As a result, KASPA is in a phase of resistance pressure, liquidity accumulation, and structure compression. This is not a random movement, but preparation for an impulse. The key range remains between 0.034 and 0.040. Pressure is skewed upward, but the final direction will only be determined after the price breaks out of the range and consolidates beyond its boundaries. If we continue analyzing the current situation, it becomes clear that the market is gradually shifting into a phase of local imbalance, where one side is beginning to gain the upper hand. At the moment, this advantage is gradually shifting toward buyers, though this has not yet been clearly confirmed by trading volume. Particular attention should be paid to the 0.0365 to 0.038 zone. This is where the main battle for control is taking place. The price has already tested this range multiple times, and each subsequent reaction from sellers is becoming weaker. This is reflected in shallower pullbacks and a faster price recovery. This behavior indicates a gradual depletion of supply. Sellers are still present, but their ability to hold the level is declining. Under such conditions, a breakout may occur not due to a single strong move, but through the accumulation of pressure and the gradual squeezing of the price higher. Now it is important to examine the structure of the lows. The formation of higher lows indicates that buyers are willing to enter at higher prices. This strengthens upward pressure and lays the groundwork for a breakout. At the same time, the market remains sensitive to external factors. The lack of volume makes any movement potentially unstable. This means that even in the event of an upward breakout, sharp pullbacks back into the range are possible. From a liquidity perspective, the zone above 0.038 to 0.040 remains critical. A significant number of stop orders are concentrated there, and their activation could accelerate the price movement. This creates the potential for a rally, but only if the price manages to hold above this level. If, however, the price is rejected by resistance again and falls back below 0.035, this will signal that the market is not yet ready to break out. In that case, the price is likely to continue moving within the range, with a possible retest of support. It is important to understand that the current structure does not guarantee an upward move. It merely creates conditions under which the probability of a breakout gradually increases. Without confirmation through consolidation and volume, any signal remains preliminary. The speed of the future move also plays a key role. Given the current level of compression, a breakout from the range will most likely be sharp and directional. This is due to the accumulation of liquidity within the range and the absence of strong intermediate levels. Thus, KASPA is at a point where pressure is intensifying, the structure is becoming more directional, and liquidity is concentrating in key zones. This creates the conditions for a move, but the final direction will be determined by the reaction to the levels. In the near future, the market will show whether the current pressure is the beginning of a momentum move or merely an intermediate phase before accumulation continues. And friends, don't forget to leave your thoughts on the KASPA coin in the comments below this video, what your plans, hopes, and expectations are for it. The best and most engaging comment will be featured in the next video. Just a reminder, friends, informational and news videos are posted on the channel every day, so you won't get bored here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you're always up to date on all the latest news. And if you liked this video, please support me with a like. Your like is my motivation. Thanks to everyone for watching, and see you next time.